Take a look at your account for a moment. Think about all the Primogems you've spent, all the new flashy characters you've built over the years. Now, let me ask you a question. Who's the one that's always there? Who is that one veteran from the early days of Genshin Impact, the one character who has stubbornly refused to retire from your team? In a game defined by a relentless cycle of new banners and shifting metas, it's a question worth asking. Every 6 weeks, a new character arrives promising to redefine everything. We pull for them, we build them, but often they end up on the bench for the next big thing. So today, we're not talking about the new hotness. We're taking a journey back in time to celebrate the old guard. The characters who, against all odds, are still staples in our teams, whether it's for their unshakable meta relevance, their unparalleled comfort, or just our own stubborn, undying loyalty. This is the story of Genshin's ultimate survivors. Let's start with the category I like to call the gods of comfort. These are the characters who so fundamentally changed how we experience the game that, for many of us, there's simply no going back. And when you talk about comfort, one name echoes louder than any other: Zhongli. Remember the days before Zhongli's buff? Dodging, timing your iframes, actually paying attention to enemy attack patterns? It feels like a distant memory, doesn't it? When the Geo Archon first arrived in version 1.1, he was a bit of a letdown. But after the community voiced their feedback, Hoyover's delivered one of the most significant buffs in the game's history, and in doing so, created a monster of convenience. His Jade Shield isn't just a shield, it's a philosophy. It's the ability to turn your brain off and just face tank everything the game throws at you. Ajdaha stomping around? No problem. The Magu Kenki trio and the Abyss doing their little dance? Stand there and take it. I've seen so many players, myself included, who get so used to his protection that when we switch to a team without him, we suddenly forget that the dodge button even exists. And that's why he's a survivor. While his personal damage has been dwarfed by modern DPS characters, the sheer, unadulterated comfort he provides is timeless. In a game that's increasingly filled with aggressive enemies and mechanics that demand your full attention, Zhongli's shield is a priceless sanctuary. He may not be the top of the damage charts, but he will forever be the king of not caring. But comfort comes in many forms. While Zhongli prevents death, another veteran character has been making it a non-issue for years: Zhongli and Kokomi. When Kokomi first launched in version 2.1, she was a meme. The minus 100% crit rate felt like a cruel joke, and many dubbed her a glorified 5-star Barbara. Oh, how the turntables have turned. Kokomi's story is a masterclass in how a character can evolve with the game. What was once seen as a flaw became her greatest strength. By not needing to build crit, players could pour everything into HP and healing bonus, making her an unkillable off-field healing and hydro-applying machine. She became the backbone of freeze teams, the immortal driver for taser comps, and then, with the release of Dendro, her value skyrocketed. In a world of Hyper Bloom, Burgeon, and Nilou Bloom, where you are constantly taking self-damage, her consistent, wide AoE healing isn't just helpful, it's mandatory. She enables some of the most powerful reactions in the game while ensuring her entire team stays topped off. Her journey from don't pull to must-have is a testament to the fact that a character's true potential isn't always obvious on day one. All right, let's move from comfort to raw, unadulterated power. Let's talk about the Immortal Pantheon. These are the characters, primarily 4 stars from the game's launch, who are so fundamentally broken that even after 4 years of new releases, they remain at the absolute peak of the meta. You know exactly who I'm talking about: Bennett, Xingqiu, and Xiangling, the national team. It's almost comical how these 3 have resisted power creep. They aren't just strong, they are the baseline for what makes a character strong. Let's break it down. Bennett. His ultimate is, without exaggeration, the most overloaded ability in the game. It's a massive AK buff, it's powerful healing, and it cleanses elemental debuffs, all in a giant circle. He's the universal glue that holds countless teams together. You want to make a character do big damage? Slap Bennett on the team. It's the first rule of Genshin team building. Then there's Xingqiu, the boy who provides so much off-field hydro application that he was considered a 6-star character in a 4-star's body. His rain swords provide damage reduction, a bit of healing, and a relentless stream of hydro that enables vaporize, freeze, and hyper bloom with terrifying consistency. Even with the release of a 5-star upgrade in Yelan, many veteran players still prefer Xingqiu for his defensive utility and higher application rate. He's just too good to replace. And finally, there's Xiangling. Oh, Xiangling. There's a famous community copy-pasta that perfectly describes the experience of being a Xiangling main, and it's less of a meme and more of a desperate cry for help. Her Pyro Nado is a vortex of destruction. It snapshots Bennett's buff, allowing it to retain that massive AK boost even after she leaves the field, and it has no internal cooldown on its Pyro application. This means every single spin of that fiery tornado can trigger a vaporize reaction, leading to an absolutely absurd amount of damage. She's the true Pyro Archon, and she has held countless 5-star DPS characters hostage, demanding to be on their teams. These three aren't just characters, they're a game mechanic. Their synergy is so perfect, so powerful, that Hoyoverse has seemingly had to design entire Abyss cycles and new character kits around their existence. They are the eternal meta. But meta isn't just about the spiral abyss. There's a whole world out there to explore, and for that, there is one undisputed king who has never been dethroned, the uncrowned king of the overworld, Kazuha. Since his release in version 1.6, Kazuha has been a permanent fixture in nearly every player's exploration team, and for good reason. His elemental skill is the single best utility button in the game. A tap groups enemies and launches you into the air. A hold groups them even more tightly and launches you even higher. This isn't just for combat, it's for transversal. It's a vertical jump that lets you scale cliffs with ease, glide farther, and reach just about anything. And the utility doesn't stop there. His skill vacuums up enemy drops. No more running around to pick up every single mask or arrowhead. Just hold E, plunge, and press one button to collect everything. It's a quality of life improvement so massive that playing without him feels like a chore. In combat, he's still an absolute beast, providing unmatched grouping, elemental damage bonus, and crowd control. But his true staying power comes from the fact that he makes the simple act of playing the game better, smoother, and more fun. No matter how many new Anemo supports are released, none have managed to combine crowd control, buffing, and world-class exploration into one perfect poetic package. Kazuha isn't just a character we use, he's a part of how we navigate the world. And finally, we arrive at the most powerful reason of all for using an old character. It has nothing to do with meta, comfort, or utility. It's about love. This is the Pledge of Allegiance category. This is for the players who pulled a character on their very first banner and swore they would never abandon them. The Klee mains who, since version 1.0, have perfected the art of animation canceling and still joyfully throw bombs across the battlefield. The Hu Tao loyalists who got her back in 1.3 and have since C6'd her and used her to vaporize every world boss and local legend into oblivion. These players aren't just using a character, they are embodying them. They've invested not just resources, but time and emotional connection. They've farmed the perfect artifact set for years. They've crowned all their talents, and they have their signature weapon at R5. For these players, the meta is irrelevant. Their favorite character is the meta. It could be a DPS Kaching, a main carry Jean who found new life with Farina, or even a humble Barbara driving a Nilou Bloom team. It's a beautiful reminder that Genshin Impact is, at its heart, a character-driven game. We get attached to their stories, their personalities, and their designs. And sometimes that attachment is so strong that it transcends any tier list or damage calculation. We'll build entire teams just to make them work. We'll spend months in a single artifact domain to give them the best stats. Why? Because they're our favorite. And in a single-player game, that's the only justification you ever need. So what's the common thread here? From Zhongli's unyielding shield to Xiangling's fiery rampage, from Kazuha's graceful utility to the unwavering dedication of a lifelong main, the oldest characters we still use are the ones that have carved out an irreplaceable niche. They're either so fundamentally broken that power creep can't touch them, so incredibly comfortable that they spoil us for any other playstyle, or so beloved that we would use them even if they hit like a wet noodle. They are the pillars of our accounts, the veterans of countless battles, and a nostalgic reminder of our journey. The new characters will come and go, metas will shift like the sands of Sumero, but these legends, they're here to stay. But now I want to hear from you. Who is the oldest character that you still use in every team, every Abyss run, every single day? Is it one of the Titans we mentioned, or is it another old school hero that you've sworn allegiance to? Let me know your story down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of Genshin Impact. I'll see you in the next one.